Good morning, everyone. Welcome to AM Sports here. I am Muftau Nabila Abdullahi. Ghana's Black Stars ended their qualification campaign for the next edition of the African Cup of Nations with a defeat. A competition that began with a defeat against Angola at the Bawayara Sports Stadium on September 5 ended against Niger at the Accra Sports Stadium on November 18 with another late winner for Ghana's opponents. And we're going for the highlights of that, and after that, we'll bring you analysis of how the Black Stars has conceded quite late in this qualification campaign.
Lovely ball to release Isaac Aful. The wing-back, great ball in, but nobody there. Goalkeeper Niger slipping at the worst possible moment. From this corner kick, ball fell nicely, shot drilled in, led to another corner kick. Terrific delivery, and there Husseini Badamasi rising well to head the ball past Nuruddin into the top left-hand corner. Absolute bullet header. The travelling Niger fans delighted. Terrific delivery. Can't stress that enough by Rahim Al Hassan. The highlights of this AFCON qualifier between Ghana and visitors Niger. Ghana playing for pride, Niger going for the victory to keep alive their chances. In the second half, brilliant effort to equalise by substitute Jeremiah Afriye. He'd only just come onto the pitch as a sub. Niger, wonderful combination, releasing Mustafa, forcing a great save at the near post by Abdul Nuruddin. Lovely give and go. Ali Mohammed with a perfectly weighted return ball. Good goalkeeping. Terrific free kick by Kudos. Very nearly put Ghana's noses in front for the first time in the game. Superb free kick. Denied just by the woodwork. And then 2 minutes into stoppage time, wonderful delivery by Al Hassan, converted by Umar Sako. Bullet header. Sako, only his second goal for Niger ever. Well worth umpteen looks. And then high drama. Kudos bundled over in the penalty area. Really clumsy challenge by Badamasi. Referee left in no doubt. Points to the penalty spot. Up step Kudos. Brilliant one-handed save by Mamadou Tanja. That was the final action of the game. You'd have put your bet and dollar on Kudos to convert. He was closer with his free kick. Final score 2-1 to Niger.
So that was the outcome of the game. In the first time in the history of Ghana's football, the senior national team participated in an AFCON qualification campaign without winning a single match. And guess what? It is against Sudan, a war-torn country, a country that has not had an opportunity of playing a single match before their very own spectators. Niger, with its own challenges, also was not able to host a single match at home before its very own spectators. Guess what? All these countries were able to hold the Black Stars and denied them opportunity of victory to secure qualification to the AFCON. Angola, they hosted Ghana, and that game ended 1-1. But there was one interesting thing that not even a prophet could have predicted, and that is Ghana's opening game against Angola. The Black Stars conceded after 90 minutes in that game. Also, their next game, which came up against Niger, the Black Stars conceded with 4 minutes to end the game. And guess what? When they came up against Niger at the Accra Sports Stadium, they conceded late again after 90 minutes of football. The ultimate question many people are asking is, where was this script written that Ghana concedes goals quite late. And in fact, you would have to go back to the African Cup of Nations early on this year when the Black Stars were up against Mozambique in the final group game. After 89 minutes, Ghana was leading. But guess what? Monumentally, the Black Stars, the senior national team, a country that has brought pride to continental football and global football at large, conceded quite late and exited the competition. And many people are wondering if this is the time that changes are expected. We'll be hearing from many people who have actually attributed the failure of this team to the management of football in this country. In the last 5 years, the Ghana Black Stars has participated in 3 major competitions. First, it was a tournament that took place in Cameroon. It was the first time since 1984 Ghana got eliminated at the group stage of a major competition. The next one was the African Cup of Nations, which also took place in Côte d'Ivoire. Ghana again got eliminated at the group stage of the competition. And now, Ghana has failed to qualify to the African Cup of Nations. I saw some interesting comparison online, which said that when Kwesi Nyantakyi assumed the presidency of Ghana football, 2006, he exited at a group stage in Egypt. 2008, he finished 3rd. 2010, he went to the final. Under the leadership of Keto Kreku, he has exited at a group stage twice and has failed to qualify to the 3rd tournament. So what is actually the problem of Ghana football? Is it the leadership? Is it technical? 5 different coaches, same resource. We'll be bringing you detailed analysis on our digital spaces as Joy Sports goes behind the scenes to have a proper appreciation of all the challenges that have engulfed Ghana football since Kurt Okreku and his administration took over the governance of football in this country. Yesterday in his Facebook post, he said the normalization committee that handed over to him, in fact, it was in essence blaming Ghana's football challenges partly on the normalization committee. Quite an interesting one. But let's go to the stadium and hear from head coach of the team, Otto Addo. He has apologized for this monumental failure that Ghana has suffered in this qualification campaign.
Really, I would like to apologize for the results. Very much, very much. If I have a wish, one wish, I know for a lot of people, even the World Cup is bigger than the AFCON. For me, personally, the AFCON is bigger. For me, personally, it's just a personal thing. I know for a lot of people, it's more important to go to the World Cup, and I did it once. And I'm just saying, after I did it for the World Cup, before even I came, a lot of people were against me. I can show you hundreds things, my friends, but nobody apologized afterwards. Not some few, not a lot. This is the first one. But I'm ready to apologize very, very much. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that we didn't do well and we didn't qualify. I'm very sorry. This one, 100%. I really have to apologize because I know how much it means for every Ghanaian to play in this tournament. I know it. Don't get me wrong, please.
Let's also hear from him. My colleague Victor Achutemaklo asked him whether he would take responsibility for this disaster and also resign from his role. He questioned Achu whether he will resign if someone tells him he's a bad journalist.
You have to ask the GFA this question. Why? I mean, it's the same. That's why the background was important. It's the same. Let's say if we turn things around, For me, because the questions were good. Okay, go to the person. No. I'm just saying. You're a good journalist in my eyes. Just don't take it personally. If I would say you are bad, then I will ask you would do it. You would do it. It's like. I mean, that's why I said you are good. I didn't want you to take it personal. No. So I'm saying you're good because for me the question you asked were good. But then if you, maybe you think, like you said, then you're a good journalist, and I ask you, you resign, would you resign? You say no. No, because you ask me like, why, and these questions are not my responsibility, if I should continue or not. Like, for me, I'm not, like I said before, and if the next question will ask, we can use the same answer. I'm not a person, I never give up on nothing. You know, this is the way I came up. If you want to be, let's say, a footballer, a professional, you will never give up. You fight, you work hard. You work, even if you fall down 10 times, you stand up the 11th time, and then you do it. This is how I made it. It's not like I came up and then I made it as a professional. And the same as a coach. As a coach, it's not like, somebody will just give you anything for granted, a badge. You have to work hard, you have to have teams, you have to work with them, you have to surely get results, which were not there, 100%. This is my responsibility, no one else. And surely you will fall down as a coach. I can give you a lot of examples. And I think you were also talking about somebody who was talking about to Klaus. I was playing under him. We went down with mines. From first to second, and then we came up again. It's not like everything goes like this. No, his first years in Dortmund, 2 years, big problem. We were almost.
Well, Otto Addo says he's going nowhere. The Ghana Football Association, they will be having an executive council meeting tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to get details after that meeting. One of the things we are made to understand is that the future of Otto Addo will be discussed at this meeting. At this point, it's quite unclear if the Ghana Football Association will part company with him. But this is a statement that came from the president of the Ghana Football Association. He wrote it on his Facebook page immediately after Ghana's defeat against Niger. And he said that my heart bleeds. According to him, there were some high points in Ghana football. That was when Ghana qualified to participate in the FIFA World Cup in Qatar just 2 years ago. But at this point, we are at the lowest ebb of Ghana's football, where the senior national team has not been able to qualify to participate in the African Cup in the Africa Cup of Nations. So this is what he says. From the highest highs of world football on the 29th of March 2022 to the lowest ebb of AFCON qualifying matches, my heart bleeds. Definitely, this is not what we want or what we bargained for. At this point, only cool heads can win. And we as leaders of our sport will stay together, be honest with ourselves, and fix this problem. The road to full recovery after normalization is definitely bumpy and rough. But our collective efforts and patience will win, and Ghana, our beloved country, will win. As a Black Stars fan and as a leader, I share in your pain and in our pain. We will rise from this temporary setback. It shall be well. That is a statement from the Ghana Football Association president. But let's hear from his management committee member, who is Akwesi Ajima. He doubles as the chief executive officer of the Ghana Tourism Authority. He says this is not the right time to part company with Otto Addo.
Over the last few years, we've had how many coaches? We had Kwesi Appiah come and go, Milo, CK, and then Otto phase 1 and Otto phase 2. And I believe speaking to the FA president and executive committee, their plan was that we should have a long-term plan, a long-term build-up. So they felt that they needed a coach who could do the long haul. At that time, I think Otto had taken us to the World Cup. He came, he said he had a contract with Dortmund, went back. So he's been brought back to try and build long-term. So if you look at the long-term vision, I think we need that consistency. But football is also about results. And so, but where we are now, where we have, in a few months, I think 3 months, we have 2 crucial games against Chad, home and away, I believe, to try and qualify for the World Cup. I don't believe this is the time for that change. But it's also a call for Otto and the technical team to really take a mirror and look in what are the things that are not going right, because I don't get.
Also, let's hear from former Ghana midfielder Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu. He says that players and coaches are not responsible for the current woes of Ghana football?
I don't think the entire problem lies on the coaches or the players. Well, national team, playing for national team and club side is different. So you might say, okay, they are doing well in their class, but why are they struggling in Ghana here? Yes, there's a coaching problem as well, but if after 5 years, you have changed 5 coaches, and you tell me the entire problem you are having with the national team is about the coaches or the players, then I will have a problem. We need to find it. Because in our time, and I will say this, you were having a management committee members for the Black Stars who has been there doing a yeoman's job, doing everything for the team to get shots. Today I'm talking where the Black if and if they have, what are they doing? It looks like they have left the coach alone to fight their problems, because they need to play their role as a management committee, because they supervise everything apart from the playing body. So if now I'm talking now, some years back, you will see Fred Papo, Fred Kester, Randy Abbey, Georgia Free, and all of them supporting President Yanseki. Like now, I can't find it anywhere. We were having a crucial game in Libya, and everybody was cutting. There's none there supervising the team. So we have a serious problem, and it's not only the coaching and the players. We need to, if you want to do well, we need to sanitize the system more. By sanitizing, everybody needs to take some of the blame. The FA, they cannot take themselves from it. And see, the problem we have is when we politely advise or criticize, then there's a lot of people, they take it as hate or you don't like them. But this is not the problem.